Political satire, right? It can really get people talking, get under their skin even, especially those in power.
Oh, absolutely. When you're poking fun at sensitive stuff, at those big political figures, well, someone's going to get riled up. Makes you wonder, where's the line? What can you really say?
And that brings us to Kunal Kamra. You know him, right? Indian stand-up comedian, super sharp, and his satire definitely pushes buttons.
No kidding. He's landed in hot water a few times, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. And that's what we're diving into today. Some of those times, his jokes, his satire, well, it stirred up some serious controversy.
We're not here to pick sides, though. We're just trying to understand what these situations tell us about satire and how it fits into, public life.
Like, what can we learn from it all?
Exactly.
So let's rewind to January 2020. Remember that incident on the plane?
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
Kamra confronts Arnab Goswami, the journalist, asks him some pretty pointed questions, films it all, and boom, shares it online.
And then things blew up, really blew up. It kind of set the stage for how people reacted to Kamra after that.
Totally. IndiGo, the airline, they slapped him with a 6-month flying ban, though it got shortened later. But then, get this, other airlines jumped on the bandwagon. Air India, SpiceJet, even Go Air, all banned him too.
Wow. I mean, it makes you think, right? Can you imagine, just for expressing your views, even if they're critical, you can't fly? It's kind of a big deal, freedom of movement and all that.
Ew, thanks, Joe. Really makes you wonder what kind of message that sends to others who want to speak up, especially against those in power. And then, later that year, 2020, those tweets about the Supreme Court's decision to grant bail to, well, the same Arnab Goswami.
Oh, right. And those tweets landed him in contempt of court proceedings.
What's at the heart of that controversy, would you say?
Well, it's a classic clash, isn't it? Freedom of speech. Being able to criticize, that's essential, right? But then you've got the courts, the judiciary. They need to be respected, seen as legitimate. So you've got these contempt laws, and they're there for a reason, to protect the legal process.
To keep things fair.
Exactly. But when satire gets involved, it gets tricky. Where do you draw the line? It's a real puzzle, especially in a democracy like ours.
And it wasn't just direct commentary that landed Kamra in trouble. Remember that video he shared, May 2020? A young boy singing for PM Modi, but Kamra edited it, put a different song over it.
Right, a song about inflation, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mehengai Dayan. And that caused a whole different kind of uproar.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because with politicians, well, satire is almost expected. But bring a kid into it, that changes things. It raises ethical questions. I mean, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights stepped in.
Shows you just how sensitive it is to use children in political commentary, even if you're trying to be funny. Fast forward a few years, March 2025, a comedy club in Mumbai. Kamra's on stage singing a satirical song about Eknath Shinde, remember him? The whole political switch back in 2022, well, the song called him a Gadar, a traitor.
And the fallout from that was pretty intense.
Big time. The venue got vandalized, apparently by Shiv Sena supporters, and then legal action followed. Kamra, though, he stood his ground. No apologies. Defended his right to satire, to free speech. Really highlights the clash between artistic expression and political sensitivity.
For sure. It also shows how satire can be a very direct hit on those in power and how they can hit back, sometimes literally.
So we've covered a lot here. Different situations, different reactions. What does it all mean? What's the big picture in your view?
Well, it's definitely not easy being a comedian doing political satire in India. It's a tightrope walk. You've got your right to express yourself, to make jokes, to be satirical, but then there's the audience, those you're satirizing, and their supporters and how they'll react. And the consequences can be real, legal trouble, social backlash, you name it.
It's a minefield, for sure. Political humor, especially in today's climate, it's like walking on eggshells.
Definitely a high-wire act.
It really emphasizes what we were talking about at the beginning, right? That balance, the delicate balance between freedom of speech, using humor to critique, and the potential for things to go sideways, to spark controversy, especially when you're talking about politics.
Exactly.
So as we wrap this up, our listeners, think about this. All these situations we've talked about, what do they tell us about free speech today? How much can you say, where are the boundaries? And are those boundaries shifting? It's something to think about, for sure.
Definitely food for thought.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll be back next time to explore another fascinating topic.